Standards identified in these activities have been adopted from the content standards of the national organization for each discipline. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. Students in a business class at an alternative high school are using Capitalism Plus simulation software to create and run their own corporations. Once the students have started their corporations, they use tutorials on Capitalism Plus to learn about product pricing and its impact on various aspects of a business. The simulation allows students to see how a change in price affects the supply and demand for a product, the quantity sold, revenue, and profit, and it helps them make pricing decisions for their own corporations. With this activity, the teacher integrates Social Studies Standard 7 for High School B. This standard requires that students understand the role that supply and demand, prices, incentives, and profits play in determining what is produced and distributed in a competitive market system.
Okay, what do you think is going to happen when you do lower your price now by that much? Think your sales might go up? Think your profits will stay the same? Okay. If your quantity sold goes up, what will also go up? Will your profit or revenue go up for sure? Which one? Yeah, your revenue would go up for sure. If you're selling more, then your revenue would increase.
The students need to make decisions about acquiring new equipment for their corporations. They analyze the impact that new equipment acquisition will have on their workforce and on production. The teacher incorporates Standard 15 of the Voluntary National Content Standards in economics. This standard requires that students develop an understanding of how investment in factories, machinery, new technology, and in the health, education, and training of people can raise future standards of living.
Which one are you going to get more work done with?
The fast one.
Yeah, the fast one. So if you upgrade the equipment in your businesses, you'll get more done faster, you'll be able to get more product out for sale to consumers.
By having the students build their own corporations using Capitalism Plus, the teacher implements Technology Performance Indicator number 8 for grades 9 through 12. This performance indicator requires that students select and apply technology tools for research, information analysis, problem solving, and decision making in content learning. Capitalism Plus allows students to research competing firms and make financial decisions to help their corporation succeed.
Okay, did you decide on one, Derek?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay, why did you decide on Quest?
Well, because their PE ratio is up.
Okay.
The price is pretty average.
Okay, there's stock. What else? Go to the corporate detail and tell me what else you saw in there that you...
Well, their stock's kind of going down, but it's also been going up a lot. Well,
what about up in here? Is there anything up here that you think that's good about them?
Their net worth is pretty high. Annual profit is, everything's pretty much pretty.
Okay, what do you think about their cash? Is $86 million a lot?
Yeah, it's, well, not exactly a lot, but...
Okay, it's not as much as it could be, but they've only been in business for about, what, 5-6 months here? Mm-hmm. So they got quite a bit of cash, you know, considering when you start out, you only start with $10 million. You know, they are already at $86 million after only a few months. So yeah, that looks like a good company.
As part of the Virtual CEO project, the students create a website for their corporation. The websites include daily press releases and financial information for corporate stockholders. The students post their information and write their press releases, then read them to classmates to make sure they are written appropriately. This learning activity integrates Technology Performance Indicator number 10 for grades 9 through 12, which requires that students collaborate with peers to contribute to a content-related knowledge base by using technology to compile, synthesize, produce, and disseminate information models and other creative works.
Okay, so now you got your charts. You're following with your template now. Now, what you need to do below your graph on your website here is to define annual revenue. You need to explain the variations in your annual revenue graph. So you need to explain why it went up and why it went down in certain years. As you can see here, Jason, yours is going down, so you need to explain why it's going down. And Derek, you need to explain why your annual revenue went up. And then forecast where you think your annual revenue is headed and why. What is your annual revenue ranking in Capitalism Plus? And what specific products do you think contributed most to your annual revenue? Now make sure you define annual revenue too. That should be your first one.